Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Manny Monday. Getting ready to share with all of you another beautiful summer nail design. And I love the way this one turned out. It was nothing that I expected. And you'll hear in the very beginning, I talk about ketchup and mustard and a hot dog because of the colors, or Ronald McDonald. But I just love the way they turned out. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. But first, let's go ahead and read our words of Jesus before we get on to this awesome design. Today we are on honest belief, Matthew 21:22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. It goes on to say, so you can ask for anything in the world and God will give it to you? Not so fast. Remember that your relationship with God is a relationship. Praying for things must be coached in knowing Him, desiring His will, and obeying Him. That changes prayer from give me this to whatever your will is. Or whatever your will be done, we say. What about the times He seems to be ignoring your prayers? Well, sometimes God knows that what you want isn't what's best for you. That's hard, isn't it? Remember that He loves you and that His goal is for your heart to grow stronger in trust and love for Him. Don't give up. Keep asking, but also keep trusting. This is one of my favorite verses. I also love Mark 11:24, pray within faith, believe, and it's yours. And I do believe that we can ask for anything. And if it doesn't happen right away, like I told you before, either He says yes, no, or not now. And when it's a no, it's because He knows what's best for us. It doesn't mean that He's not hearing our prayer or doesn't want to answer it. He just knows that the outcome of it isn't going to be good for us as we're building that relationship with Him. God understands, He knows what's best for us. But never stop praying, where it says at the bottom, don't give up. Keep asking, but also keep trusting. So God wants to see that faith in you. He wants to know, how big is your faith? Are you going to keep trusting Him? I mean, Abraham and Sarah waited 40 years. God told them to go to Canaan land and He would give them a son, Isaac, or is it Isaiah? Isaiah. And Isaac, or is Isaiah? I'm saying it wrong. But anyways, they waited 40 years. Even they, slightly lost a little bit of faith, but not like we do. We lose a lot of faith. But God did give them a son at an old age. She was 98 years old when she got pregnant. And Abraham, I believe, was 101 when they had their child, their one and only child, their son. And you know what? 40 years, you guys, sometimes, it doesn't mean that we have to wait 40 years. But keep trusting and believing that God can answer your prayers. Just like we're praying for our church building. And I'd like to mention that again, if you guys would like to donate and help out with the church fund, it's linked down in my box. Just go there and you can click it on and then you go right to where it says give. And you're welcome to give one time, a bunch of times, whatever you feel in your heart, God telling you to give, or just pray. Pray for our fund to grow bigger and bigger. God has really blessed us. He's done a lot for our church. And we've had a lot of outsiders helping, which is wonderful. So if you could help out too, that would be great. It's linked down below. It'll say my church link. So just go there and find the one that says where you donate. So I would greatly appreciate it. Even if it's just a one-time, even if it's $10, no matter what, it's helping out a church build their own. And also we've been praying to, the church that we have has been one that we've been renting from 2011, and they're selling it. So we want to buy it so bad. We want to call it home. But we've been praying for months and months and months. But like the pastor said again last night when we were praying, never give up, keep trusting, and let your will be done. If God wants us to have that church, it's going to be ours. It will, or He's got something better for us, something bigger, something better. But just if you could keep us in your prayers for that, we are praying for our church building to become our home, Cornerstone Baptist Church to become ours. So, but yeah, we're going to keep praying. And there's something that I've been praying for a few years, almost 2 years. Well, years and years and years, but more in the last year and a half to 2 years or whatever. And I know, I just believe in my heart it's going to be answered. But I know what I got to do for that prayer to be answered. And that's why we're working on those things in our life to change for God to answer that. I believe He totally can. Nothing too big for God. He totally can answer that. So just keep praying. Keep that faith and keep praying. And it says honest belief. Have that honest belief and believe and keep trusting. Don't stop asking just because He didn't answer it. Don't stop asking for it. And He'll tell you one day if you get to heaven, if you have your salvation, when you get to heaven, He'll tell you why He didn't answer it. But it's either yes, no, or maybe later. So just keep trusting the Lord. Keep trusting our Lord. That's a song. The bottom says, This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we have asked for. 1 John 5:14 and 15. That is great. I like it where it says at the end, we know that we have what we have asked for. Of course, if we are asking according to his will, if it's something that is his will, he hears it. And I love the bottom again. Whatever we ask, or whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked of him. And we do believe. There are so many things that I had so much, faith and believed, and it came true. God showed me, he shows me things, and I just know it. I know prayers will be answered if it's within his will. So just let God's will be done and keep praying. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual. Read the Holy Bible. Spend some quality alone time with the Lord, getting a personal relationship with him, and pray. He wants to hear from you every day. Start your day by waking up in the morning, and the first thing you should do is thank you, God, for waking me. Start your day off with prayer and putting on that armor of God and getting on your knees so that the devil goes. Ask him to flee. Put on the armor of God, all of it. But really pick up this book and read it, because we're getting close to end times, you guys. So many things are going on. You need to get your life right now, because without the salvation, you do not have a place in heaven. But if you do have your salvation, 100% you can know you're going to heaven. Sure, we're going to be judged when we get to heaven for the things we did wrong, but you will get to heaven. And once your salvation is in God's hands, you got your salvation, you can never lose it. Even if you fall, even if you stray, you never lose it. Again, that's where that judgment is going to come in when you get to heaven. He's going to have a lot to ask you what happened, but know that you'll always have that place. But you got to have your salvation, because there is a place called hell. And with all of Revelations, you guys, it'll scare the crap out of you. Nobody wants to go to hell. Read or watch the movies Left Behind. There's a 3 series with Kirk Cameron, and it talks about when Jesus returns. If we're still here when Jesus returns, it's called tribulation. If you have to live 7 years here, it's going to be almost impossible to be a Christian. Bibles will be taken. Things will be taken. We won't be able to be a Christian anymore. And if they ask if you're a Christian, you say yes, they're going to kill you. Sure, you're going to go to heaven, but I'm just saying it's going to be very hard. Churches are going to be burnt down. Things are going to happen. You don't want to be here and be left behind. So get right with God today. If you got your salvation today, write it down. Write it down and know that you are bound for heaven, walking streets of gold. And keep praying, you guys. Keep praying for your heart's desire. If it's God's will, it will be answered. All right, let's get on to this adorable, like I said, just super cute design. I never expected it to look like this, because it looked like ketchup and mustard or Ronald McDonald till after I finished off the design. And sometimes you'll be, surprised when you do a design how it turns out after the art is on it. The polish just doesn't do it. You got to do the art with it. That's what really changes things. All right, everybody take care. God bless, and I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Hi everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for this week's summer nail design. We got a different one here. We've got some red nails done with some white daisies, also some greenery on the background. We've got some yellow Sawarski crystals in the centers of the daisies. And then we've got a few yellow nails done also with the leaves and the scroll work, all done with stamping plates. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Manny Monday, another beautiful summer nail design. And boy, you can't get more summer than this. It looks like ketchup and mustard. I'm just wanting a hot dog right now, or Ronald McDonald. And no, my Wear It Wednesday theme is not a Ronald McDonald theme. Don't worry. It's just that's what it looks like right now, the red and the yellow. I've got 3 red nails and 2 yellow, and I've placed them differently. I've got the pinky and the ring finger here, and the pointer and the middle finger on the other hand, and the rest are done in the red. And then I'm going to be working with stamping plates this time. I really want to stamp this design for the, just for the theme, of course, for my Wear It Wednesday, for it to match. And so we'll go over all the supplies. So for the red and yellow, the red one, I've used the LA Colors from Dollar Tree, and this one is called Snappy. It's a beautiful cherry red. It's just a beautiful red. And then the yellow one I'm using is by Sally Hanson, the Triple Shine. I just took that off the cover part of it. And the color of it is called Lemon Shark 250. And it's a beautiful bright yellow. Just a mustard yellow is what it would be. That's what I would call it. All right, and then I dried everything up with the Sesh Feet Dry Fast so that when I go ahead and do the art, even though I'm working with polish, a lot of times you can use 91% alcohol and wipe it real quick. Oh, sorry, not with that. Nope. 100% acetone. That's what you need. 100%, there we go. 100% acetone and a Q-tip or a brush or whatever, and you can usually wipe it off because the stamp design is so thin. You can usually wipe it off quickly without ruining your design since I have a top coat on. All right, so I'm going to be working with 2 plates. All right, one is this company here, which is that one. The plate is EJB02, and I'm going to be working in this general area there. I want this beautiful leaf work here and this scroll work. So I'm going to be working there, and I'm going to be using this green here by Spoiled, I believe is the brand, and the color is Green to Be Heard. It looks like, yeah, Green to Be Heard. Right there, it's a nice kind of forest green. So that's the color I'll be using to do the stamping with this design right in that area there. I really like that area there. And that's going to go on the yellow around the edges. I'm going to go around the, the sides of the edges of this yellow one. And then I'm going to also do some on the red nails. And then over the top, we're going to be doing daisies. And I'm doing this plate here. This was from Wish. The other one was from Amazon. This company here. Let's see if I can turn it around for you. I'll put it down below for you guys. That company, that was from Amazon. And this is from Wish. It's a big collection. It's collection 05 there. And I'm going to be doing that. Oh, that one right there. These daisies right there. I'm going to be working with those. And that, I'm going to use a white paint, which is the LA Colors from Dollar Tree. And this one's just called Energy Source. I'll use that for the white. I'll use my Born Pretty scraper and stamper I got from Wish. I know they're dirty. This one's not, of course. I always keep that clean. I use tape. Just like a tape or a lint roller is great to rub it off. But this, you can just use acetone to get it off. Just need to clean it up. All right, and then after I get the daisies, I'm going to be putting these Sawarski crystals in the center, these beautiful yellow Sawarski crystals. And I believe that's everything. And then I will top it off with the Sesh Feet Dry Fast again to smooth everything down, of course, and to hold the stones. All right, everyone, that's everything. So I'm going to get started on some of the stamping, and I'll come in and I'll show you guys. Okay, now you can see it doesn't look like mustard and ketchup anymore. It's got that beautiful scroll work and the leaf work on there. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Now, I know a little bit got messed up in here. I can use a small little fine brush, and I'm going to show you how you do that. And we're going to go into our acetone, just because as I scraped it, it left just a little bit. So we're just going to tap off here, and I'm just going to come up like this, and just very, very easy and lightly, and just kind of take some of that away. See how easy it is to clean that up? Super easy. And so I'm just going to go in between here and just clean it in a little bit of areas where I see that it kind of spread and that it's not as pretty. But see how quick and easy that is to do? And it doesn't ruin my design. Okay, a little bit in there. I want to clean up. And a little bit along here. A little bit in there. Just like that. See? And it just cleaned it up, and it looks much better. Super fast and easy when you have a top coat, and because it's so thin. But anyways, now it looks much different. And then, of course, these ones, you can't see it as good, but it's got the same green done on the red like that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So I did leave one of the red to show you and one of the yellow. So let's go ahead and bring our stamping plate in, and we'll clean it. I just got a cotton swab with acetone, and it's starting to dry out a little bit. So let me get a little bit more. Okay. And then clean the plate. And I'm just using a one of the tweezers kind of to do it. All right. Let it dry for a quick second. We will draw this in. I'm going to get this green here. And we're just going to go in this area. Like I said, I like this area here. I'm not going to be keeping the flowers, though. I do take those off, and I'll show you how I do that. Get my scraper and scrape. There we go. Now it didn't have a lot of spread. And then pick it up. Now you see there's some stuff on the stamper, so we're going to go like this with the scraper just to pick it up. And I want to get rid of that flower out of there. I don't want the flower in there because we want the white daisies in there. But there you go. Perfect. All right, now I can go up to the finger here, and you should be able to see through as I do it. And I'm just doing it more towards the side. And we're just going to go ahead and set this down. You don't need the whole image, but go like that, and then just give it a little push right there. Now the little bit left over, I'm going to use some tape here. And I'll show you. I just use a piece of tape, And you can use a lint roller as well and get it clean like that. Don't ever use acetone on these ones because it can ruin your stamper. All right, now let's go ahead and clean the plate one more time to do the red one. Make sure it gets nice and clean because this is, otherwise they don't work as good if they're not clean really good. All right, and so now what we have left is that pointer. All right, I'm going to wipe a little bit more of this one off on this finger. I'm going to show you. But I'm going to go ahead and get this one with the leaves. And then we're going to do a nice scrape. Good, there's no spread there. A little bit there, but I can get rid of that. All right, pick it up. There it is there, the image. Very beautiful. And then use your scraper again. Take off that flower again. And that should be good right there. I'm actually... yeah, it should be fine. All right, then we're just going to go on to here. And this one can go right through just the center or to the side. I'm kind of just doing it to the side. So just put it down like that and spread it on. And then just go like this and push. Isn't that beautiful? Again, I got a little bit more on here, so I'm going to use the tape to clean it off again. All right. And then what I want to do is get this stuff out of the way and get my acetone again here and my brush, because I do want to take some of this image away here. Let's see if I can, because I think I got a little bit much on this one. I just think I got too much with this one. I just think it was going over too far. But that's better right there, I think. Let me see. Yeah, see, this one's just got a little bit more, but that's okay. It's beautiful. All right, see how easy it is just to clean that off really quick? 100% acetone. All right, so we've got the stamping all done for the leaf work. So we're going to go ahead and clean this plate so we can put it away. Make sure you always clean your plates. I'm going to put it away. And then I'm going to start working on the daisies. So let me get that going. And I will be back to show you guys after I get the daisies on the red nails. Okay, so I've got the daisies on, and boy, was I having some trouble at the end. When I got to the second finger, it's not picking it up on my stamper. I think it has something to do with that Dollar Tree changed their acetone to a different brand. It's not working like it used to, so I'm going to have to go over to Sally's to get it, because I think it's ruining, not ruining my plate, but it's like a stickiness, like when it's just really sticky. So I'm really hoping I can get this last flower on. You can see these ones weren't as wide and open, you know, like I lost a few of the petals and stuff like that. And this one I lost some petals, so I might have to do a little freehand work here, but we'll try our hardest to get at least one more flower on here. I hope so. But like I said, this acetone, I don't know what's going on. It's not working. It's definitely the acetone, I could tell you that much. It's definitely that, because I've used several different polishes, and it's not anything to do with the polishes. So we're just going to hope and pray we can get some image here so I can just work with something and freehand it. So we're going to scrape this, and I'm using even a different stamper. So I did get some of the image there. Like I said, it's just not picking up right, but I'm going to go ahead and go with that, and I'm just going to be filling it in freehand. Boy, I didn't want that to happen. But anyways, let's put this one down in here. Like that. It wasn't even releasing from the stamping plate. And see, it's getting some on the finger. So again, I'm going to go through here and just wipe off that little bit of white there. Which is awesome how you can clean that up so quick and just get rid of it. All right. So there's that. Now, I think I'll just go through. I mean, it looks okay. I could probably just leave them the way they are. It's just that these are full over here and these aren't. And I was kind of planning to fill them in anyways. So I might fill them in. Oh, I still got this finger. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's hope and pray. Cross our fingers. Pray that we can get this image one more time. Like I said, I've dried the plate, left the plate wet. I've done everything, and it's just not picking up the whole image anymore. But I am getting most of it this time, so I don't know what's going on here. So we'll just use that one. We'll come over to this finger, and let's just do one on the thumb here. So we can see a lot of that other stuff going on. So this will have two, this will have one. But yeah, I think I'm going to go through them and fill them in with white, because these were so great, and then they just started to change as it went along. But I mean, they're not horrible, but you still want it to look good. So I'm going to get some acrylic paint out, and I believe I'm going to be working with some acrylic paint just to kind of fix these. So let me do that, and I will return. Very happy filling them in because it's actually better than what I imagined. And I was thinking about filling them in anyways, but isn't that so much better? And it really brings the daisy out. And then that crystal in the center is going to be so great. So we're just going to go ahead and fill this one in. So I'm just going to look where the spot is. And I'm so good at doing daisies. I should have just did it freehand, trying to save some time and ruined it. So we're just going to color this in. You start off with having a little bit more paint on the brush, and you kind of push down like this and then just pull it to the center. So again, just kind of push down at the top and pull it to the center. That's how you do a daisy. Okay, so just push down again at the top, pulling it to the center. I'm obviously outlining some of it, but that's how you would do a daisy. Push down and bring it to the center like that. But see how much prettier this is? I think it's prettier because I was planning to fill them in anyways. I was thinking about it while I was doing it. I thought, yeah, I don't like it. They're too transparent. I think I'm going to fill them in. But there you go. Look at that. Now we've got the beautiful white daisy. So I was able to fix it. Thank God. But I do need to go to Sally's and get a better acetone. Don't use the one from Dollar Tree anymore. It's icky. I have to use a billion cotton swabs when I'm taking the polish off. It doesn't come off as good anymore. It really isn't a good one. It's their one called Luxury, and that's the 100% acetone. They don't have any other 100% acetones. I just, at least at mine, I don't know if they have any at any other ones, but yeah, this one doesn't. All right, so we're going to let these dry. We're going to go ahead and put in the yellow crystals. I get some done and I will return. Okay, look at those beautiful yellow crystals in the centers. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's 2 different shades I have in that jar. I'm using kind of the mustard yellow. It's probably hard to tell, but one is a really bright one and one is a little bit less bright. That's what I'm using. I'm using a brush on glue this time I got from Sally's, Tropical Shine it's called. So I'm just going to get a little bit. You just want to swirl it around in your thing. It's a brush on glue. I really love brush on glues too. And then just put a dab of the glue right in the center there. And then I'm going to grab the Q-tip and pick up, like I said, that darker yellow and make sure I'm getting the right size here. I think that's the right one. Yep. And then just set it down right there in the center and give it a little push down into the glue. But isn't that pretty, you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm happy now. I'm happy. At first I was very disappointed when I was putting it on, and I thought, I didn't like them anyways because it was too transparent having them open. I really wanted them closed. So I thought, well, I'm going to, color them in with acrylic paint anyways. So at least it worked out. Look at how beautiful this one is, you guys. I do have paint all over. I got to clean up. But isn't this really pretty? Not anything like mustard now, right? No ketchup and mustard here or Ronald McDonald. Completely different. All right. So now I am going to top coat this. And then I will come back in and show you guys the end product. I don't think I'm going to add any glitter to this. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. But that's it. So I think I want to clean up that little bit there, the leaves there, and then I'm going to put the top coat on. I'll return with the end product. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done, and it turned out great. We had a little bit of a mishap there with those stamping daisies, but I was able to fill them in and fix them, and they're just beautiful. And like I said in the video, I was planning to fill them in because I didn't like how light they were, just being the outline of the daisy. So I was planning to fill them in anyway. So it worked out even though the stamping wasn't cooperating. I have no idea why. It has to be that new acetone, and I'm going to have my husband or myself pick up now from Sally's. I'll have to go back and definitely use the more expensive acetone because the Dollar Tree one, unless they sell it at a different store, a different Dollar Tree, this one here is absolutely horrible. Do not get this 100% acetone. I'll show you again in the picture. Stay far away from this one. It is sticky, tacky, and just really bad. I don't like it at all. Not sure about the one that isn't an 100% acetone, but this one here is bad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Definitely give this a try. It's always fun when you're working with stamping plates, and just have fun with art. I hope you guys enjoyed this design. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.